I'm going to trust in the faith that when I hit start streaming, it starts. I don't know if that's true or not. So, in this video, we're going to rotate the tires. We're going to put the good tires in the back where the bad ones are. We're going to put that one temporarily in the front for now. Then the other side, we're going to keep that front tire off, because we are going to change tires in the next video. So, alright, so I got the steel plate. I'm in the backyard. Lovely place. I don't have a real driveway. I have a rock driveway in the front, but my tools are way back here. So I've just gotten kind of used to doing stuff back here. You got audio, right? Audio? Yeah, good. Just making sure. Not used to doing things in t-shirts either. So I kind of get used to doing stuff in the backyard. So I got this aluminum plate here that allows me to jack the car up safely. Now what I'm doing is I'm rotating the tires. So I need to jack this car up high enough where both the front and the rear wheel on this side come off the ground. And it doesn't take much. These cars are pretty stiff. And that should be enough. So now I can take both wheels off. So you can do that. Just be safe. There's no jack stand. Hydraulic jacks are not safe. Do not put your body under there. I would never put myself underneath the car. Alright, I got my quiet impact. What happens is they put these chrome covers on these nuts, and when you impact it, it jams them back and forth and they swell up. That's why sockets get stuck. So just deal with it. Now this being an aluminum wheel, because it's not stuck. Sometimes aluminum wheels get stuck. Just wiggle this back and forth, it'll come. And then take them off on the ends like this. Now they make sockets specially made to deal with these. They're 18.5 millimeter sockets and 19.5 millimeter sockets is what I would need for this. I don't have those sockets, just because not worth buying in my opinion. It just takes a little extra work to get it off. But it just keeps it from getting jammed like that. But eventually the 19.5 will jam too, so. You can see now how bald this tire is and why I don't want to drive it like that. Now some cars display the pressures on the dash. If you've got one of those and you're rotating your tires, look in your owner's manual. Sometimes there's a way to tell it you rotated the tires. To reset it, sometimes you have to reprogram the sensors for its new location. Some cars will pick up the new locations. You don't have to program at all. You could install a brand new sensor, drive the car, and it will automatically pick it up. Because on those cars, they have antennas in the wheel, and each wheel picks up the signal from each wheel. Each antenna at the wheel picks it up at the antenna, and then automatically programs it to the car. But some manufacturers have the antenna in the middle of the car, so it doesn't know which direction the sensor signal came from. So with that, you have to program it. That's what this car has. This car has just a central light, so there's no, doesn't tell you which tire is low, it just tells you a tire is low. check them all anyways. Be silly not to. And then some of them will transmit the pressure to the dash. They all transmit the pressure. They all transmit pressure. No matter what kind of system it is, they all transmit the pressure and the temperature of the tire to the dash. I need to order new lug nuts. This is a 90 foot-pound torque stick. That's what this is. Torque on this wheel is 100 foot-pounds. I will hand torque these later. 90 is enough to get it on a seat. It won't fall off if I drive it if I forget to torque it. Not that I'm going to forget to torque it, but hey, you never know. And then I'll come back around later with the hand torque wrench and torque them. Working on the ground like this is a bit of a pain in the ass, especially if you're used to using lifts. When you don't have access to lifts, or the time to get a lift, or your employers don't let you use their lifts, you just have to deal with doing stuff on the ground. I've done just about everything I can do on the ground that can be done. I've done engines, I've done transmissions, all right here. That way to escape on the other side of the yard there. I did the transmission on that one. That was the next car I was going to do, because that has parts in the back. Alright, so this is a torque stick. Let me talk about torque stick for a second. All the parts are in the back for that one. I ordered all the parts for that one and the Grand Prix rent, and I decided I would register this one. I'm going to have to take this wheel back off. I decided I would register this one and drive it 50 miles to work and 50 miles back, because it should hopefully give me better gas mileage. And before I can sell this, I need a title in my name. So, title should be here in a couple weeks. How long I'll keep this will depend on how I feel about the car. Not a huge fan of Fords to drive. I don't know why. Not a huge fan of any car really, but that's a whole other issue. I kind of miss my Pontiac. Not that I had to do a whole lot on that car, but you know, just kind of missed it. All right, so if you look at how I'm jacking it more towards the middle of the car, in the front. Kind of the last 1/3 of the car. Most of the weight is in the front. There's not much weight in the back. So as I jack it, it kind of jacks the whole car up, leaning a little towards the front, obviously. It was a mid-engine car, and I wanted to lift up both wheels. I would jack it from here instead of here, to try to get both wheels off the ground. I don't do this often to get both wheels off the ground. But if you want to rotate your tires, you only have one jack, or you only want to dick with one jack, this would be the way to do it. Just a hair more. This would be the way to do it. Using my quiet gun today. I'm not a fan of the quiet gun, but it is Sunday morning. I don't know. To me, the quiet gun just doesn't have the power of my the other Ingersoll Rand gun I have. There you go. Now the back tire's off the ground. It being Sunday morning, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. All you mothers out there. Just not a fan of the quiet gun. It's turned up all the way. I just think the louder gun does a better job because it's not restricted by air pressure through the mufflers. I left the wrong thing behind. That's my live stream. That's what I can see. It's only a few second delay from what I'm doing versus the live stream. If I watch that, it's a few second delay. So, backfall on that. Good fall is I can tell when a camera goes down. Like in one of my previous videos, the camera went down. And I didn't know about it because I wasn't looking at the stupid screen until it beeped. By then it was down for about 5 minutes already. And that was the hat camera, which to me is the camera I like for you guys to see because it gives you the action view versus the static view, which right now you can't see anything because I didn't move the camera over, which maybe I will do right now. And don't think I didn't forget about the statement I was going to make about the torque stick. Just going to wait till I pick it up again. Let's move the camera over. Let's move the main camera over. You guys can see down the side of the car like that. And that's why I have that view, so I can see it. Alright. You don't want to dress nice when you're working in the backyard, because look at my knees already. It rained last night, so ground is still moist. Now when the sun's out, usually it dries pretty quickly. I don't know if you guys can hear that lawnmower. There's a lawnmower running now. I got the noise filter, which seems to be working from what I can tell, to cut out the highway, which I'm extremely happy about. The highway is one of the things that kept me from doing this earlier. I've been wanting to live stream forever, make videos back here forever, of being right next to the highway, and I mean right next to the highway. It's hard to record. Now I can record. Come on. Oh, look, we got cords starting to come out. Now luckily not metal cords, because they're metal cords I'll be putting gloves on to keep my hands from getting stabbed. Alright, this tire can stay off. This tire can go in the basement next video. I have to jack this up a little more. Again, using a hydraulic jack like this, do not stick anything underneath the car. This is unsafe to be under the car with. Never, ever, ever go under a car with a hydraulic jack like this. You notice I'm staying away. If it falls on the ground and you got your fingers, toes, body, leg, face, head under there, 3,000-pound cars hurt. Alright, torque sticks. Alright, the torque stick is a spring. It's a torsion spring. This one's a 90 foot-pound torsion spring, which means everything I shove down it will pass up to 90 foot-pounds to the side. 90 foot-pounds will get absorbed in the spring. And that's how it torques the wheel. So it's a good way to torque wheels accurately. When you're torquing wheels, you want to kind of do what I just did. You want to go a little bit at a time to seat the wheel, and then nail it. Later on, I'll have my big gun out here. I'm just using the quiet one for now. I mean, it works. It took the wheel off, but I'm just not a fan of the quiet gun. To me, it just seems restricted. All right, go over to the other side. Take the other front wheel off. Again. I put a jack stand on this now is what I want to do. I gotta find a jack stand. Where did I put those jack stands? They're there. Got a plate. These are steel plates that I cut. Go here. I'm gonna go up a little higher. I'm setting it up to do the front struts later. In case y'all wondering what I'm doing. That'll work. Plate on a little more. Go right there. And all that does is keep these from digging into the dirt. Gives me that plate to sit on. Now I carefully lower it down. Let it settle up. And boom, done. I'm going to transfer these lug nuts to the steel plate. Now I'm ready for later on when I do the front struts. After I'm done with the tires, or whatever. Whenever I do it. I'm going to do it before I put it back on the ground. Probably going to do the oil change after I do the tires. Trying to do things in number of importance here. And while sway bar link on this side's making noise, I'm more worried about things that'll get me stranded. I don't know when the oil was changed last on this car. Until I do, I won't feel right. So I'll do it. Alright. This is a steel jack. Kind of want to get an aluminum jack because it's so much easier to move around. But you can see this jack's a little beat up because it's old. Probably about 15 years old. Another reason why you don't want to get underneath it. Yeah, it's old. Okay, now the back tire won't come off. I'd have to go really high in order to get that back tire to come off. Because now that other front end is up. That's why you lower it back down. Jack's in. Steel plate. I'm gonna plug it to there now. Steel plate next to this bar. This jack stand under here. Lift it up. Too far. Lift it up the same number of clicks as the other side. Start too high. Right there. There we go. That'll do. Lower it down. I'll leave the jack like that since he's take it out later. Now it's up. See how stable we are. Don't get under a car. You shake the hell out of it. It's good. Alright, now we can take this wheel off. When I find that side, there it is. And that's going to be about it for this one. If you're just rotating the tires, you would just tighten the wheels up after this. Like I said, I'll still hand torque these. That's it. All right. Whew, didn't move the camera again, did I? All right. That's it for tire rotation. Give me, let's call it 20 minutes. Because I got to move all the camera equipment, the air hose, and everything down to the basement to get ready to do the tire changeover. Take the tires off the rim and put the new ones on. Should be interesting because I'm doing it by hand. I don't do that often by hand. Usually I use a machine. I can do it by hand. I can do it by hand without the machine. But I have a manual tire changer and the right stuff to keep from scuffing it. So, yeah, give me about 20 minutes, let's say. That'll be enough for me to move everything to the basement. It's a big changeover. It's not just resetting the video and resetting the titles and stuff. It's actually moving the video equipment down to the basement and the audio. So, yeah, give me 20 minutes. All right. Thanks for watching.